What is up, Legendary Squad? I'm coming at you guys with episode 5 of Storytime with LD. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, helps me out a lot. If you guys are just now tuning in, welcome to the Legendary Squad. Become a member of the Legendary Squad by turning on those post notifications and subscribing to the channel. Don't forget, for more content, this is my Twitch right here. Go follow me. The link is also in the description. And without further ado, it's time for some story time. What is going on, guys? Today I'm going to be telling you a story of the first game that I remember playing. So my very first video game that I remember playing. As you guys can see from the video playing in the background, you guys, if you all are video game gurus, and if you guys are kind of around my age range, you guys know what game it is. And yes, it is GoldenEye. It is the first game that I remember playing like super immersively. And what I mean super immersively is like I went through all these missions and I would really try to beat the game. And let me tell you, it was a very enjoyable time, especially with like the cheat codes that you could use. And I mean, I can honestly say this game truly made me fall in love with GoldenEye 007. It was, or just with James Bond in general. Like, this game was not only, I mean, at the time I didn't know it, but not only was this game great, but this game revolutionized the first-person shooter genre on console. A lot of people thought that first-person shooters were never going to be a thing on console, and this game proved it all wrong. And, you know, it wasn't until later that I realized that what impact this game truly did in the gaming community, in the gaming world. And you know, this game was published and developed by Rare Entertainment. They also developed a game that I also want to mention, which is Conker's Bad Fur Day. If you guys have no clue what that is, go check it out. If I can find a PC emulator, I will play it on stream. But that game is ridiculous. It's very funny, great, very rated R, but it's a very great game. Regardless, GoldenEye 007 is definitely a game that I had so much fun playing. This game was published or released, I should say, in 1997. The movie came out in 1995, but the game came out 2 years later. And I think that I played this game, so I would have been 2 at the time of release, but I think I played this game when I was either 3 or 4, because I remember that's when one of my cousins used to stay here with us in our home, and he had a Nintendo 64, and I was able to play that game along with several others. But I think that's the first game that I played around the same time. My brother had a Windows 1998 PC, and I think that's when I truly started gaming, when I was 3, and I think that's also when we got the Nintendo 64, because it was a Windows 98, so it had to have come out in 98. But I think that's when I truly started playing other games, and the games that my first PC games were actually, I remember playing Command and Conquer Tiberian Sun. It's a strategy game, but that game was so fun to me for some reason. I would just click and click and click, and the soldiers would move, and the soldiers would go move, and it was great. It was great. But also, I remember playing this goofy Disney Goofy skateboarding game, and that game, I could honestly say I had like tons of fun on that game. It was crazy. It was insane. That game definitely was one of the games that I started playing on the PC. But overall, the most memorable game, was definitely had to have been Goofy Skateboarder. And I remember my brother also had Need for Speed for the Windows 98 PC, and I think those were the first few games that I played. Eventually, I remember I would get Conker's Bad Fur Day. Excuse me. I also played Resident Evil 2 on the Nintendo 64. I remember that game was very, very scary at the time. Don't get me wrong, I'd have a lot of fun playing that game, but you know, it was definitely very, very scary, but great. It was a great game, and just looking at gameplay of this right now, it really takes me back, man. Like, I don't have any sound playing right now, but just looking at the gameplay, I could hear like the sound effects and the gunshots, and I can hear the doors opening, and I remember looking at the AK-47, and I would always say, that looks like a pencil. And I remember, so silly, I'd go to school and I'd like point it as if it was a gun, and you know, obviously not to anybody, but just me, and you know, walking around, and I'd be like, this is the gun from the game. Obviously I didn't know what gun it was, but it looked like a pencil, dude. Like, it doesn't even look like a crosshair. Like, I don't understand how that animation is supposed to look like an AK-47. But hey, you know, that's the animation we had in 1997. And like I said, man, this game really revolutionized, really revolutionized first-person shooters. A lot of people take that for granted. Had it not been for this game, it would have been very difficult to create a truly immersive FPS on console for console players to enjoy. They would have been great on PC, but you know, console would have been stuck with the rail type games like Doom and stuff. Nah, man, this game really, it was a lot of fun, man. It was a lot of fun. I definitely would love to stream it on PC. I will try to find a simulator, emulator, whatever they're called, to try to play this one along other titles. I could get a Nintendo 64 and play it on PC, just video capture it, but you know, that takes more effort. But if I can get an emulator, I definitely will do that. But besides the point, man, this game, for those of y'all that played it, for those of you guys that remember it, you know, you can't deny that it was a great game. It was a wonderful experience. And I mean, this is my childhood, man. Like, I used to be able to, I used to want that watch there that James Bond has, like, just because of this game. Like, I used to just, I don't know, it's crazy, dude. I played this when I was like 3 or 4, man. So you can just imagine how much the fun I had, and just, you know, everything that I learned from video games. Like, you know, it's just such a cool game, just such a badass game. What can I say, guys? I mean, you know, I'm talking from all of those memories from the past, but I really truly had a lot of fun with this game. Like I said, I played Conker's Bad Fur Day as well, on the Nintendo 64, Resident Evil 2. Eventually I would get a GameCube. I never had a PlayStation 1, believe it or not. I would mosey on over to GameCube. In GameCube, my first game was Medal of Honor Frontline. Great game, in my opinion. Probably a shit game now, or was a shit game, but when I played that game, great game. But yeah, man, definitely. It was PC first, console then, Nintendo 64, and then finally GameCube, and then from there on, PS2, PS3, PS4, and I never went back to Microsoft or Nintendo, man. But yeah, that, you know, I really had great times with this game, and hopefully we can definitely play it on stream one day, and hopefully you guys can enjoy it as well, as much as I did at least. So but yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoy the, you know, reminiscing content here that I'm having here with, you know, just looking at gameplay. Definitely miss the game, and I definitely had fun talking about it. As I said, if I ever forget all my memories, I want to be able to look back at these videos and be like, yes, now I remember because I recorded it. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, guys. If you guys did enjoy it, please drop a like. It helps me out a lot. If you guys are new, welcome to the Legendary Squad. Hit that sub button, turn on those post notifications, and I will catch you guys in the next story time. Legend out.
Drugs, I guess they don't work. Tattoo buddy, I don't need no share. Thought they need Jesus, but I don't go chair.